Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome to the MrMaple Show. I'm Matt, riding through with my brother Tim here today. We're going to walk you through a Buchholz greenhouse, show you some really cool plants.
Hey everybody, I'm Tim. Here's a Talon Buchholz introduction. Easter Palmatum, Dr. Seuss.
Oh, Dr. Seuss is underrated. I like that one. Really cool foliage, really interesting, and I love that kind of offset variegation. It's got a weird variegation. You don't see a lot of that style.
Yeah, it's like this unique sport-like where you see almost a bronze on green in the early spring, but it turns into a lime green on lime green later in the season. This is a small upright tree, 6 to 8 foot in 10 years. Definitely an unusual Talon Buchholz introduction. You don't see much in the trade today. And that's what we're doing here at Buchholz Nursery. Is the name of the game for us is diversity and offering a large selection of different varieties of Japanese maples. And this greenhouse is going to show that diversity in a really big way. I think over here on the right, you may see one of our introductions, Blackbeard's Gold, and just one of our deep maroon selections we have. Oh, there's some Ghost Dragons right there on the lower side, and then they were back to Blackbeard's Gold.
So many cool plants, guys. We won't be able to show you every single one in this house. We thought you might enjoy a walkthrough where we kind of focus on a few things. Mixed into this greenhouses are a lot of our cold series. We're not really sure what we're going to call that yet. So right now we're just calling it tentatively cold series. We have the heat seekers, which are Acer olivianums. These are Acer pseudosubultianums that exhibit extraordinary traits as well. If you have a suggestion for a cold series, leave it in the comment section below. These all may get an eventual rename. There's some really cool next level traits, from red ones to weeping lace leaves with a lot of color.
Yeah, and that's our goal here at MrMaple, is being able to introduce things that break outside the norm for Japanese maples. Like right there, we've got Acer oliveranum Hot Rod, one of our heat seeker series of an Acer oliveranum with yellow bark on the lower right-hand corner. And then we're coming up on green tea. Now, green tea is a selection by Talon Buchholz that leaves out in the spring with some really nice sort of malting across it to then give that nice olive green shape. The leaf shape on this Japanese maple often makes me wonder if there's another species involved, though, because it's so beautiful.
I've often wondered if that had some Acer olivianum in it. You're seeing a few more of those cold series, guys. So again, right now there's just kind of goofy names on those. We may eventually develop that into a little bit more, and we'll definitely get some more into the different traits and uniqueness going on there. There's so much diversity going on. We're grafting a ton of different trees. I mean, this year alone at Buchholz, I think we've grafted over 600 different cultivars. We're going to get that up to about 1,000 before the end of 2025. So we've really been developing a lot of new things and really maximizing our diversity. Now, here's Emerald Sunset.
Now, this is a selection by Nishiki Nursery in Australia, and it's one of the best Sumagaki types in the trade. It can handle a lot of heat, but that intensity you see on that border continues to show up late in the season with the summer flushes, which makes that tree next level.
Had a lot of people singing its praises down in Dallas, so a lot of people have been really impressed with that one. I think it's my favorite border type for that Tsumagaki-like variegation.
And here we see some lace leaves, more of that cold series right there. And again, if you have some ideas, we're open to new suggestions for that cold series. Put those in the comment section below.
Hey, this one got its name by a customer suggestion. I put this one on Instagram. This one's Jason's Variegated. Became Red Jaguar based on customer suggestions. Really a fun one. Has that, I call it the lightning style variegation, that swirling it gets to it. Could get even more pink red with some color in the sun. These are in a good bit of shade, but man, look at the colors on that. I absolutely love what Red Jaguar can do. It's quite a striking plant.
Yeah, I mean, that color is unlike any of the other more red upright Japanese maples. And it's, lightning, but it's almost like spiderweb, like just across the leaf. I love that tree, and it's become one of those trees that everyone's chasing after. We recently did a podcast on the top 75 Holy Grail Japanese maples. Check it out on your favorite podcast platform. We go through, and Red Jaguar falls somewhere between 75 and number 1. Check the podcast out, and you'll find out. We've got some of the Ghost series here. I believe these here to be Grandma Ghost that we're looking over as we're going down through here. There's a bunch of Japanese maples we've got in production. Like Matt mentioned, we're shooting for having 1,000 different cultivars grafted in 2025 at Buchholz Nursery. That's crazy, and that's our goal. We're trying to bring what we love about MrMaple to Buchholz Nursery to be able to offer those trees to garden centers all across the United States.
So much fun stuff. I mean, I really get in here each spring and kind of dig around. And a lot of the really cool stuff obviously comes to Mr. Maple first. So if you're looking for things like those cold series, we'll offer them on 10 at 10s first. So some of the productions for us, some of the productions for wholesale, but really fun way to be doing it. Really, a lot of our coolest, most interesting things tend to get here first.
Coming up on the left, I see some Emerald Tiger. That's a Pubi palmatum selection. It's that green right there. And it actually throws variegation, which shows up more and more later in the season. Pubi palmatum's drought tolerant, heat tolerant, and great fall color. And you add variegation to that, makes it pretty awesome.
Here's one of our lace leaf pseudosubuldianum series.
Again, put those suggestions in the comments below. We're trying to find the best names for those cold tolerant Acer pseudosubuldianums that'll push Japanese maple characteristics to a zone 4. Here we've got some ghost dragon that have been staked up, allowing that cascading effect to happen. Early spring, these can have a purple-like nail if you grow them in the sunlight, and then get some swirling to the leaf. You see a little bit of twist to some of these leaves, and that's because you can get that sort of ghost-like reticulation if you have this tree outside.
Here's a fun species. This is Acer woolionense, sometimes referred to as the chocolate maple. Really colorful. We've been playing around with that. We love other species of maples as well as Japanese maples, so we're always kind of pushing the envelope a little bit, trying to figure out what cool things we can add to the mix that kind of accentuate Japanese maples, but maybe are kind of Japanese maple adjacent. Now here's a showstopper. If you watch our channel at all, we always talk about Leyland's Jewel. Absolutely amazing plant.
Yeah, red on pink variegation adds flair to a red upright. If you want a showy garden, you want a showpiece that people are going to be talking about, put this tree out there in the garden because it will grab people's attention. People who aren't even gardeners, they'll see the pink on red and they'll think, I've never seen anything else like this, especially as this tree becomes a more established mid-sized tree in your garden. It'll be the talking point everyone talks about when they visit your garden.
So many cool plants. This is just a quick view of one greenhouse, but you guys love walkthroughs, so really love showing you what we're working on, kind of giving you a little preview. Right there's some moon shadows, which is a fun glossy sheen leaf.
Right there on the left, yeah.
It's a little purple border to it, but I like that it's got that kind of iridescent quality to it.
I like the bubbly leaf to it too. It has a very cartoon-esque leaf of what I think of an Acer amenum.
Now we introduced this one at Mr. Maple. This is Blackbeard's Gold. This is technically, I guess, Dad's introduction because he always kept this tree. Kind of a fun one though. Blackbeard's Gold goes from one of the darkest reds to a golden yellow in the fall. We had that one at the corner of Mr. Maple plant as a seedling, and everybody kept asking us for it until we got it into production.
And over here on the right, we're seeing a little bit, well, now it's on the left, a little bit of the spring interest on Acer shirasaonum Sunny. Sunny is a seedling from Jordan, which has that vigor that everybody loves about Acer shirasaonum. But in the springtime, you get that orange blush across this, making it a very interesting tree in the spring. And then in the summer, it gives you that yellow color that people like about Summer Gold and Jordan.
Here's a little classic over here on the left now. Acer palmatum kurohime, introduction from Japan. Underrated too. I think this one's such a cool little tight plant. Perfect container garden. I love the different color patterns it gets across. A lot of pink new growth, kind of some older blue-green kind of older growth to it, especially in the summer. But a showstopper for color and one of my favorites for the container garden.
Yeah, I think it's underrated. I think it has a spring color that's very comparable to something like Japanese Princess, but in a more shrub-like, less Makawa-like form. Guys, appreciate you jumping in today's video. We're just giving you a walkthrough at Buchholz and showing you some of the cool trees we've been working on.
Take care.
God bless.
Have yourself a great day.